The most famous ugly face in the animal kingdom does not belong to the animal that made it. That image, the drooping, melancholy, defeated-looking creature that became one of the internet's most beloved memes, is not what a blobfish looks like. It is what a blobfish looks like after it has been destroyed. The real blobfish lives nearly a kilometer beneath the ocean's surface, in a world of crushing darkness, near freezing temperatures, and pressure so immense it would collapse a human chest in seconds. Down there, in the deep waters off the southern coasts of Australia and New Zealand, the blobfish is perfectly at home. It is, by the standards of its own environment, an elegant solution to an almost impossible problem. Its scientific name is Cycrolutes marsitis. The genus name comes from the Greek for cold, and the species name from the Latin for withered or flabby. Scientists named it for how it looked when they found it. They found it dead. To understand what the blobfish actually is, you have to understand where it lives. The mesopelagic and bathypelagic zones of the ocean, beginning around 200 meters down and extending to 4,000 meters or more, are among the least hospitable environments on Earth. Sunlight disappears entirely before 1,000 meters. Temperature stabilizes at just above freezing. And the pressure, the weight of the entire water column above, builds to 80, 100, 120 times the atmospheric pressure at sea level. For animals that evolved in shallower waters, that pressure is annihilating. It distorts cell membranes. It crushes gas pockets. It makes the basic chemistry of life nearly impossible. Most fish manage pressure variation through a swim bladder, a gas-filled sac inside the body that adjusts buoyancy. At depth, a swim bladder would simply collapse. So the blobfish does something radical. It has none. Instead, it is made of jelly. The body of a blobfish is composed almost entirely of a gelatinous, waterlogged flesh with a density just slightly less than seawater. This is not a flaw. This is the design. At depth, that soft, squishy body is held in shape by the enormous pressure of the water around it, the same way a balloon holds its form when squeezed uniformly on all sides. The blobfish does not need rigid structures, because the ocean itself provides them. This arrangement does something else. It makes the blobfish nearly neutrally buoyant without any muscular effort. The fish does not need to swim to stay at the right depth. It simply floats. Just above the seafloor, drifting slowly in the near dark, waiting. Waiting is essentially what a blobfish does for a living. It has no fast-twitch muscle fibers for chasing prey. It has very little muscle of any kind. Its metabolism is so slow it is almost imperceptible. When something edible passes close enough, an amphipod, a small mollusk, a marine worm, organic debris drifting down from the sunlit world above, the blobfish opens its wide mouth and consumes it. Then it waits again. This strategy is not laziness. It is extreme efficiency. In an environment where food is scarce and generating energy costs calories the animal cannot afford, the blobfish has evolved to expend almost nothing. It is a creature perfectly calibrated for a world of scarcity. Even its reproduction reflects this deep patience. Female blobfish have been observed hovering over clutches of small pink eggs on the seafloor, guarding them. This brooding behavior, sitting motionless over a nest in the cold and dark, can last for months. In an environment where predators lurk and currents shift, the presence of the mother may improve the survival odds of the young. She waits. The eggs develop. Life continues. For most of human history, we had no idea any of this was happening. The deep sea was unmappable, unreachable, almost unimaginable. The blobfish existed in total obscurity, living its slow, pressurized life without any awareness of the world above. Then came the trawl nets. Deep-sea bottom trawling is one of the most destructive forms of fishing on Earth. Weighted nets are dragged along the ocean floor, scooping up everything in their path. The target species, orange roughy, grenadier, deep-sea crabs, are commercially valuable. But the nets do not discriminate. Alongside the catch come hundreds of other species, hauled suddenly and violently from the depths. A blobfish caught in a trawl net experiences a catastrophe. As the net rises through the water column, the surrounding pressure drops rapidly. The water that was holding the fish's body together is gone. The gelatinous flesh, no longer compressed and supported, begins to expand and deform. Internal organs, never designed to function under low pressure, push outward. By the time the net breaks the surface, the animal is unrecognizable. The drooping nose, the sagging cheeks, the expression of infinite sorrow, all of it is the result of decompression. All of it is damage. The blobfish did not evolve to look sad. It died looking sad. In 2013, the Ugly Animal Preservation Society held a public vote to find a mascot for endangered species that lacked popular appeal. The blobfish won by a landslide. It became a symbol for creatures deemed too strange or too unattractive to inspire conservation concern, a category that encompasses the vast majority of species on Earth. But the victory was built on a misunderstanding. The animal people voted for, the one with the slack face and the defeated eyes, was a corpse. The real blobfish, alive in its natural habitat, looks like a fairly ordinary fish. Pale. Slightly soft. A large head, a wide mouth. At depth and under pressure, it holds its shape. It looks like what it is, a competent, well-adapted survivor of an extreme environment. Very few people have ever seen a living blobfish at depth. The submersibles capable of reaching its habitat are rare, expensive, and difficult to operate. Most footage of deep-sea creatures is brief, disorienting, lit by artificial lights in an alien world. The blobfish remains one of the least understood vertebrates on the planet. We named it the ugliest animal in the world. We had never actually seen it. That is the defining irony of the blobfish. A creature so perfectly suited to its environment that its entire body is shaped by the forces around it, and the moment we removed it from that environment, we decided it was a failure. We judged it by what we had done to it, then made it famous for the wound. The deep ocean is still mostly unexplored. Scientists estimate that fewer than 20% of its floor has been mapped with any precision. Down there, in the cold and the dark and the silence, animals we cannot yet imagine are living lives we will never fully understand. The blobfish was our window into that world. We called it ugly and looked away. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe for more incredible facts.